feeling like I'm academics.
I think maybe a big boy interview, but we're not gonna just keep going from interview to interview. Yo, I do want to like kind of recap real quick. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Fresh and Fit debated H3H3. I thought it was actually kind of like it was pretty. I thought it was good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if you guys still watch Fresh and Fit. You know, those are my homies. I still watch them all the time. But they debated H3H3. I don't know if maybe I got it. Let's catch it on Rumble. Rumble got it. And I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I just want to go to some points and just kind of hear.
Yeah, my chest, because I have.
Okay, I'm trying to get some relevant parts.
It's 8 hours of
you
film.
Are silly. You're a
okay.
Long-term committed relationship.
I'll mostly stick to like them arguing or I'm gonna sum it up before we even get to anything. It's probably like a lackluster debate if you care about debate. They needed a moderator really badly. There was times where either party was trolling and then the other party was really trying to make a point or debate an actual subject. So it was kind of like all over the place. But you know, I'm just trying to get some pieces of this that you guys could try to understand. Because some of y'all might be like, "What the fuck is this?" Right? So. Usually on Fresh and Fit, and I think more Myron has probably said this, like, yo, listen, if your girl is showing and revealing her body on Instagram and she's in a relationship, she's marketing herself for other people to sexualize her, and that is usually a telltale sign that that person is probably not a suitable partner. That person probably is either promiscuous or that person shouldn't be wifey, right? Meaning that your wifey wouldn't be showcasing herself constantly on social media in less clothes, right? And I think this is where like some people kind of get it all misconstrued a little bit to a certain extent. And this is where I think, you know, I think as time goes on and Fresh and Fit, you know, evolves because they are evolving. You know, even though like a lot of their points seem like extreme, but they're evolving a bit. What you're naturally going to see is, for example, not everything is so black and white. You know what I mean? Like, you know, not everything is so like fucking extreme. Like, yo, if your girl posts a bikini picture, she's a fucking whore. You know what I mean? And I think that's where the audience kind of gets off by like, you know, I think half of this, I was watching this and I was realizing half of the points that Ethan brought up was probably brought by like either the Reddit for these motherfuckers or like the haters for these guys. And it's because when they preach, sometimes it seems like their points is so extreme, but it's not extreme. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, it is extreme, but it's not meant to be taken literal. Like, honestly, like, if your girl posts a bikini picture, that don't mean she's a fucking whore, right? And I think that's where they're going to have to kind of like, you know, kind of amputate it out a little bit, where it's like, listen, generally, that's what it means, but not all the time. So basically, Ethan is trying to say, yo, y'all have said that if your girl shows off skin on Instagram, she's a hoe. But y'all girlfriends or supposed girlfriends are showing off skin on Instagram. Are they a hoe? You get what I mean? He's trying to catch them in like this little, you know, you guys say this, but you're not practicing what you preach. Now, the big thing about Fresh and Fit, which people always keep bringing up this whole thing with me and Fresh when we did like that whole thing with Miranda, whatever, which was obviously like, you know, it was an understood moment between both of us. Like, we were like, yo, hey, do you want to bring this on camera? Like, you know, it would be funny for the audience, but it's not like some like life-changing shit. Anyway, I don't even know how I made that point, but people will take those moments and I guess I was trying to say, unlike any other entertainers, people expect them to practice what they preach or live the exact lifestyle that they're giving advice on. It's like a preacher. You want your preacher to be without sin, damn near almost. You don't want to hear your preachers doing some of the same debauchery as you might be doing, just because that's the person giving you information. So, you know, it's really tough to be Myron and Fresh, because now their public life is scrutinized by their audience to say, are y'all practicing what you preach? So now you have somebody like H3H3. To be honest with you, I don't even blame Myron and Fresh. I personally, I'm not taking shots or arguing with or trying to even disrespect the audience of Fresh and Fit, but it's just naturally a bunch of incels. And it's a bunch of people who are involuntary celibate and they take everything as really black and white. You get what I mean? And the things that Myron and Fresh say are actually pretty good advice in general, but you have to tweak it a bit, and there's always exceptions, like everything in life, right? You know, there's also other factors that sometimes they're not gonna be telling you and focusing on, because sometimes, hey, who knows? You might fall in love with someone and you might overlook something. It is what it is. The audience is holding them to like the standard where it's like, yo, you have to live this very black and white existence based on what you told me. And those people I just consider idiots, because like nobody lives that. You get what I mean? So you're gonna have people, and obviously, like, I think Ethan is arguing out of bad faith here, but you're gonna have people criticizing these guys' lifestyles to be like, well, you said A and you're doing B, not realizing that, listen, it's just much more nuanced. In general, when they say A, it's a really good way to look at things, but there's always many exceptions, and sometimes there is alternate, like, you know what I mean? It's just not that black and white, which honestly, I don't mean to blame the audience, but I really think they just take shit too literal. Like, my nigga, if you listen to Fresh and Fit and you heard Myron or Fresh say that, which it was a bigger context to them ever saying it, yo, if your girl posts a bikini picture, she might be a hoe. If you think that that's an actual fact, that any girl who posts a bikini picture is a hoe, you got bigger problems. It ain't the goddamn people telling you. They're telling you general things. It's like them saying, if you're with a girl and she loves going to the fucking club and drinking and getting drunk, she might cheat on you. She might get fucked by some random person. Why? Because those type of behaviors are not conducive to being faithful, right? Like, you know what I mean? That's just in general. But I do think people take everything they say a little bit too literal. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that literal. And it's kind of like, I feel bad for them at times because they have to live this like perfect life, or at least whatever they put out publicly has to be so perfect to match with quote unquote everything they say, when in reality, life is never like that.
Right?
Another thing, I'll say it. I'm not giving H3H3 like a point or scoring a point on this. I will say this. Fresh and Fit's audience is like all incels. Well, for the most part. Because if you ever go to their Reddit, they are fucking heated that Myron has a girlfriend. They want that nigga to be single so bad. Matter of fact, I think they want him to date them. They just despise the fact that he has a girl that he likes maybe more than other girls. I'm not saying he doesn't have multiple girls. Who knows? But they hate it. You get what I mean? And, you know, it's always interesting. I watch every big creator. Like, when I go down the rabbit hole of like watching their content, I always get to either a Reddit or like a Discord, or find some way where I'm watching a bunch of fans have weird parasocial, like Fresh and Fit's audience is dating Myron. I'm gonna tell you how they dating Myron. They date Myron, they hate Fresh, and they hate the fact that Myron got a girl because they feel like the side nigga. It's crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
And in the real world isn't black and white like you guys try to imagine it is.
So, Ethan, can I respond to this real quick? Can I respond to this real quick?
Your own web.
No, because
you know what I mean?
And by the way, and I guess my only, like, you know, just general advice I would probably say, now I'm the best for advice, but I just think, like, we're regular humans here, except the incels. I think these experiences are great for Myron and Fresh. Let's say if they did have girlfriends, who knows? Because I think their message will include some of the things that perhaps was lacking before. You see, Fresh and Fit, at least when I first watched it, it felt like the sign up for, hey, we don't get pussy. We're not rich and famous. How do we get pussy? Or if we can't get pussy, could you shame the bitches that don't give us the pussy? Right? That's like a while ago. You get what I mean? Like that's kind of like almost like red pill, like one of. At this point, it should be not only you getting pussy, you got other chicks. It should be like, how do you start and maintain relationships to maybe get to a point of, you know what I mean, having a family. You know what I mean? At this point, these niggas is growing, they're aging. Like, everybody changes, you know? So again, I think their message will start to change a little bit because, you know, bruh, like they're having new experiences. So I'm actually happy for these guys. Like, you know, I think H3, he's smart enough to get it. These two got very different. If you watch Fresh and Fit, they got two different games. I know both of them in real life. He's straight to the point. He's gonna meet a girl, and first day he's gonna tell her like, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna fuck other bitches." Like that's Myron. He's gonna tell you. Like he ain't finna like sneak and do it. First day, hey, listen, you cool with me fucking other hoes? If you ain't, let's stop it now, right? He's straight up. He's a straight up guy, just straight shooter. Same guy you see on air is the same guy off air. My man Fresh, and we know a lot of people like this. Fresh is the motherfucking sell you a dream nigga. You know what I mean? Like, yo, yeah, me and you're bae, you're number one. Yo, nobody's ever met my mom but you. You're special. Yo, we're gonna have kids. We're gonna do this. Like, yo, like a girl head is like fucking flying through the clouds. She's giving him pussy on. Yo, she's giving him like the fucking wifey pussy when she's just in rotation. You get what I mean? So he sells the dreams. He just tells the truth. Right? So, like, he's probably told every girl, yo, you're the first one to meet my mom. My mom, I've never brought home a girl to mom. Come on, everybody be capping about some shit. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. So, you know, like, it's not like that's just his game. It is what it is.
So it's not because you're trying to use that to support your claim that that's his.
Or you ever heard like, yo, nah, my last two girlfriends, my mom hated, but my mom love you. You feel me? Nothing suckers in a girl more than them thinking that your mom feels like they're the stepdaughter already. They already think they're married to you. They're like, oh my God, the mom already sees me as like the stepdaughter. His mommy loves me. His mommy like hits me up asking me for him. Like, you ever had a girlfriend who loves texting your mom? Right? Like she's so cool with your mom. Your mom, when she can't get a hold of you, text your girl and she be feeling so happy. Oh my God. Like, cause that's like a gateway for a girl to be like, oh my God, like I'm there to marriage already. Mama accepts me. I am there. You get what I mean? So it happens. You know what I mean? Now, you know, I guess Myron exposed him a little bit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You want to, for me, I don't like bringing too many chicks around my mom, unless it's like serious. But it is what it is. Hey. I know some effed up moms that will say shit like that. Which one of them is this now? Like, you know, like just basically be like, yo, just kind of put you out there type shit. You see, that's another thing. Your mom might love you, but your mom is not going to cap it for you that you could just balance a roster of bitches. Your mom gonna say something that is gonna be indicative to that girl, especially if you bring a lot of different girls through, that, hey, don't get gassed. This doesn't mean anything. So she might be like, oh, which one of them is this? Did I meet you before or something like that? And that's like, I've met his main girl, and I'm gonna be honest with you, his main girl is a very well operating, behaved woman who is everything he says and more. So, you know, it's one of those things. He not capping. That nigga is not capping. Let me
I don't know if you get this message, but we get thousands of messages from guys saving them from committing.
Secure.
Okay, I love how you just jumped to that conclusion, but can I finish my point and then I can go ahead and address your ridiculous claim that you just made?
I'll play like 5 more minutes and then we'll move on.
So, when you're dating as a man,
insecure.
okay, when you're
okay, so I guess he the dude starts asking him about